Hey everyone, Captain BEARDZ here, bringing you another Langrisser mobile video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so before we get started into today's video, I do want to make a mention on two quick things. First, if you go to the description in this video, you'll see that the link to my Discord is now active. It's been active for the past two videos, I just forgot to mention it. So if you want to come and hang out, go ahead, join that Discord. You can ask me questions. And now when I'm mobile, I will see your questions and stuff like that, because I know YouTube has a tendency to if some of you guys comment and I don't comment back, or I don't heart your comment, it's because YouTube probably like washed it away in other comments and it never gave me the notification. So I apologize if you did comment on one of my videos and I never commented back. So if you can get Discord, then you'll have another way of communicating with me personally. So now going into the next thing here. Alright, so yesterday I said Angelina has the strongest AoE in the game, which she does, but she doesn't, right? So Dragon's Breath is a 0.36 AoE and damage to enemy within 2 blocks, and debuffs each target, grants wind ride, blah blah blah, right? So that technically is the strongest in the game, but BEARDZ does hold the strongest damage dealing AoE in the game. But there's just one ginormous problem with this move here. Is attacks multiple enemies within range, dealing 0.4 times AoE damage, but it's ineffective against flyers. So that's one thing to understand about his move that separates his moves from Angelina's. If you're versing a lot of flyers, Angelina can hit them. If you're and BEARDZ, if he does this, this move's not going to do nothing to flyers. And you guys know that Sherry is a very popular unit, and Sephiroth running as a flyer too is also popular. So flyers are very popular in this game. So something to be concerned about when running BEARDZ with his Earthquake. So make sure you pay attention to the enemy units you are going to fight when you're using this man here. Anyways, just wanted to make a quick mention of that. Now let's get into the girl. Alright, we are in the girl's page here. As you can see, I did get her to 4 stars. It's not because I pulled a dupe. Don't think that your boy's a whale, because I'm not. What it is that the bond system, through the bond system, I just kept starring her up, and I eventually got her to 4 stars. She is one unit that I highly suggest you focus on starring up in the bond system. So get this girl as high as possible, because you will not regret it. Alright, so going into her kit here, she is going to be your top tier healer, arguably the best healer next to TRs. They both are like tremendously good units. She's part of 3 fusion powers here: the protagonist, the Legion of Glory, and the Princess Alliance. I feel like the Princess Alliance is her home, but she fits extremely well in the Legion of Glory. The reason why I like Princess Alliance a little bit more is because I train a lot of these girls a lot more than my Legion of Glory team. Don't get me wrong, I have all these units, but I don't work nearly as much on them as I do as my Princess Alliance. So if you are working on your Legion of Glory team, yes, this team is very, very, very busted for PvE. If you run this team in PvE, you can be extremely tankish. You can do a good amount of damage, and you probably won't die. That's the thing about the Legion of Glory team, is just the level of support is insane. All you have to do is run Leiden, Elwyn, Sherry, Liana, and Chris, and then you're good to go. Pretty much that's just the overkill team right there. And then the protagonists. The protagonists are not too bad. It's kind of an awkward group here, but what's pretty cool about them is they do have the 2 top tier healers here, and Chris on top of that. So you can run these units here, and they're not too bad. But understand that Matthew does hold the protagonist buff there, so that you're kind of set back by his stats. But if you train him right, he's actually really solid. And then the Princess Alliance team, which is what I'm going to be running in the showcase to show off the Princess Alliance. Anyways, besides that, let's go into upgrade class here. Alright, so she only has 1 true path. You really don't want to run towards anything else, just because it kind of hurts your whole her whole point. When you pull Liana, do understand you're pulling a healer. You're not pulling a summoner, and you're not pulling a bishop. You're pulling a prophet. You're pulling a healer. So do yourself a favor, do not go anywhere else except for the prophet first. Once you get to the prophet and you go and unlock prayer, then if you want to go on the side and maybe pick up bishop, or if you're feeling a little bit ragey, pretty much, you can go ahead and pick up free strike, make her like a sister a little bit. Yeah, but I recommend highly just go straight for the prophet just to get your prayer. Prayer is the strongest healing move in the game currently. But then bishop too has a nice little move here. It does have the gospel, which boosts the attack and defense of a single unit by 20% and grants unit immunity to all debuffs. So that is a really nice move, especially if you're going to stick somebody like Elwin or Leon or even Sherry. You hit them with the gospel, so that way when they move in and then pretty much destroy everything, they can't be debuffed, which is super nice. So I do recommend, if you have the extra rune to pick up gospel, then go for it, unless you want to go that pure heals route like I took it. So going into her talent here, after taking action, dispels 1 debuff from friendly units within 2 blocks, not including this unit. So she's debuffed, she's not gonna activate this on herself, and heals for 2 times own int. So heals for HP 2 times own int. So pretty much what that means is you put her next to any of your units, and she's going to strip off debuffs on them, well, 1 debuff on them, and on top of that she's going to heal them 2 times her own int. So the higher the int, the more she's going to heal on her talent. So that's not even something you have to activate. So that, boom, that's 1 heal. Then her moves here, like this is a kit I recommend to go with. If you go with something else, I don't know why you would. Like I said, it's just weird that you would go with something else. But anyways, so you got your basic heal, which I always recommend running on your healer, just so that way you can consistently keep keeping your people alive. So heal, you know what that does. Then we got her best, if not her best move in the game, because prayer can arguably be her best move, but act again is insanely good, right? Allows 1 friendly unit that has taken action to act again. Heals allied heroes with the least HP, not including this unit, for 2 times caster's int. I don't really know how that one works. Heals allied hero with the least HP, because every single time I activate act again, I notice it heals the person that I activate act again on. It doesn't heal my ally with the lowest HP. I'm gonna have to check on that and just watch when we do the showcase again. But anyway, so yes, so this move, not only does it heal, but it lets your character act again. So if you have Cherry, or you have Leon, or you have Elwin, they go in, they get a kill, right? And then they're stuck. They can't move unless you have Leon, of course, because Leon can move after, and unless you build your Elwin like me, because I can move after with my Elwin too. But they move in, they get that kill, they're stuck there. You have your Liana here come in, she activates her act again. Boom, Leon, Elwin, or Sherry, any of your hard hitters, can move again and kill another person before they even have time to even think. So if you combo this move here with Elwin or Leon in PvP in the arena, it is busted. That's why I recommend to a lot of you guys that put on I know some of you guys put on the kill 2 heroes and then you're good. So if your team kills 2 heroes, then you win. If they kill 2 of your heroes, then they win. I've been one-turning people just because of that, because I'll literally have Bernhardt activate the fusion power. I'll have Leon activate chivalry, come in and kill one of their units because I know he can one-shot. Then I'll move him back to Liana, have Liana use act again, and then he'll go back in and kill again, and I just OTK'd you. So do not run the kill 2 allies and then that's over kind of set up in the arena. I don't recommend it, just because if you gotta overpower Liana and you gotta overpower Leon, yeah, you're gonna, woo, man, you're just asking for it. Now besides that, going into prayer here, active skill heals multiple units in a wide radius, restores HP equal to 4 times the caster's int, and restores 20% HP after taking action. So what that means, guys, is once you activate this, and by the way, this does have a crazy radius. All right, so once you activate this, she's going to heal her allies, right, which is really good. And then on top of that, after the allies move, like say you did this and then you move with Angelina, she's going to heal up. So, and that lasts 2 turns. So she has an active healing on top of her while moving. So understand that, guys, that that does 2 turns, and it's very good heals, very good heals. All right, going into class here. So she does unlock the Exorcist on her class advancement here. Not too necessary unless you're building her in an attack fashion, but I don't recommend it at all. Looking at her soldiers here, she really only has, I would say, about 2 soldiers to even look at, and that's going to be the bishop. The bishop is pretty much her #1 soldier. I say 100%. I stand behind this 100%, which is normal attacks deal magic damage. You could really care less about that. Hero healing effects plus 5%. When soldier HP is above 80%, defense increases by 10%. Right, so that's really good. I mean, the soldier HP thing is okay. What you're really looking at is the hero healing effects. So make sure that you go to the soldier page here. Let's see if I can do it, because I have 0 investment in these characters. Before I get to the showcase, I'll make sure I do this too. Make sure you go over to the soldier page and actually level up these bishops. So like I said, before I get to the showcase, I actually go level these up, level them up a bit, so that way they can really bring out the best in our Liana there. Anyways, besides that, so going into it here, so I recommend the bishops over anything. If you do end up unlocking the Shrine Maidens, they are extremely good too. Normal attacks deal magic damage. When soldiers are at 100% HP, physical damage taken by the hero is reduced by 30%. If you max these girls out, that goes up to 75%, which is extremely busted. Just do know, make sure her heals are extremely strong first, because if her heals are weak and you throw on the Shrine Maidens, you're not going to get that extra percentage heal that you're going to get from using the bishops. So I say early to mid game bishops. At very end game, when you know that her heals are on point without the bishops, then go ahead and stick on the Shrine Maidens, so that way if anybody gets her in her face, she's going to tank the shit out of that damage. So those are the 2 I recommend. Anybody else I do not recommend, unless you know you are fighting a lot of demons and you know your Liana has a little bit of oomph, so then you can throw on like the monks. Into equipment here, so I've been working on her equipment. I'm still trying to get some good stat rolls here, so do excuse my my equipment here. And I've been looking at my ghost robe here, and I'm planning on changing it, because I don't know if I'm liking the defense. I think I'm on HP on that. Anyways, so I got Oliver's staff, which is said to be one of the best SSR weapons for her, because healing effects plus 6%, which is amazing in itself. And then when attacking after battle, grants a 30% chance to increase enemies damage taken by 12% last 1 turn. So one of the good things about her is when you have her in high int, so I got int percent there, when you have her on high int, she's going to do more damage because she's a mage, right? And then on top of that, when you have this staff here, if she hits somebody, yeah, she's probably not going to kill them because she's a healer, so she's not going to do crazy amounts of damage. But if she hits them and this procs enemies damage taken by 12%, so that means if you go and attack with somebody else, Leon, Elwyn, Cherry, Angelina, they're going to do 12% extra damage, you could say, on the enemy. So very good staff here, and just they could have honestly just put the healing effects plus 7% here, and that would have been good enough, and not even have to put the rest of the stuff here. But the fact that they did that makes this kind of busted, so I do like that. And then ghost robe, like I said, I'm probably going to change this for HP, because defense plus 4% is good, but being a mage, she's never really going to get in the fight, so yeah, probably going to change that to HP. Then we got our dark crown here. Another one I want to change, I got magic defense plus 4 and then HP plus 2. Pretty good. The magic defense is really good too, because being a mage, you can get attacked by mages, so I recommend actually running magic defense here, and then running, if you do not have any best thing, instead of ghost robe, run another magic defense here. So running your emerald robe here is perfect too, or HP. So, and then the last one, scarab, healing effects plus 4.5%, magic defense plus 3%. So this one I really like. It's pretty easy to get because it is an SR equipment, and it's pretty easy to upgrade because it's an SR equipment. I do recommend putting this on either your Liana or TRs here, just because the healing effects plus 4.5% is really freaking nice, and that adds up with the rest of her kit here. So, and then the magic defense gives her a little bit more tankishness, because when a mage attacks her, she'll be able to tank that. Now going into the enchantments here, which is the important part. So the enchantments I went with is very obvious. Crystal. There is no other enchantment. Don't use any other enchantment. Just don't freaking do it, or else you're not using Liana right? Now, I'm one person that I always say have fun with the game and do your own thing and, you know, run your own setup and be different. But in this case, I'm going to say the polar opposite. Try not to be different with your Liana if you're using her as a healer. If you're not using her as a healer and you just want to use her as a healer support summoner, then go ahead, run your own thing, do your own thing, you know, have fun with it. But if you are using her as a primary healer, you need to run Crystal. There is no other thing you can run Crystal. So why? Defense and magic defense plus 5%, who the hell cares? 4-piece. Healing increase by 20%. That means all the heals she does is going to be increased by 20%. That is a lot. That in itself is more than enough to say I need to run Crystal on my Liana. Now, what are the focus stats? The focus stats are going to be HP and int. Primarily into the higher int she has, the more she's going to heal. So do understand that. So right here, as you can see, I got HP 4%, int plus 6% there, which is beautiful. Next, now I got int plus 4%. I couldn't get an HP roll here. That's a-okay. I got magic defense 6 there. Not too bad. Then next, Dark Crown. So another one that I tried rolling hard for, didn't get too great there, which is int plus 2%, HP 54, and HP 1%. So not too great here, but still pretty good, right? And then our Scarab here, which is magic defense 4%, which I do like because, like I said, more tankishness. And then int plus 4%, which is the focus, trying to get her on that int. Now do note her power level is not as high as my other units, as my Lana, my Angelina, and my Leon, just because she is a healer. So I'm not going to be focusing on her way too much. As long as she can heal my unit, I'm happy about it. Anyways, guys, if you are doing any other thing with your girl Liana, please comment down below and let me know. Right now, let's get into the showcase.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, we're in the showcase here. Now, as you can see, I am running my favorite team here, which is my Princess faction, our Princess Fusion Power team, whatever you want to call it, with Leon, of course. Now, Leon can easily be replaced by Tiaris, by Sherry, or even by Elwyn. Anybody pretty much with a Fusion Power or any one of the princesses. If you need a little bit more tankiness, you can go ahead and throw Freya in there too in the mix. And Chris has a very good spot here too. Luna, all these units are very, very, very solid, and you can easily replace any one of the units on this team with them. Now, I do highly recommend running Liana with Lana, just because those two partner up extremely well, especially in the PvP scene. So I might show a clip at the end here of a little PvP scene, something that I like to do with my Liana and Lana here, that is kind of a little bit busted in the PvP scene, but we'll show that in a second here. But right now, let's get into this story event mission here. Now, this event mission is on the tougher side. I think these are level 47 opponents. Yep, 47. So we're gonna have Leon and Liana here in the center here, and you're gonna see how I combo this here and be able to pretty much maneuver around the mass of units that are on this side. So hopefully my Angelina and my Lana here cannot choke these kills. So watch what's gonna happen here. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna establish Leon's moveset here. Now, one of my subscribers was talking to me about what I like to run with Leon when it comes to my skills here. And when Leon is solo, I do like to run his fusion power, and then I do like to run the sorry, let me hold it here. The chivalry. Oh wow, the chivalry here. So I do like to run those two just to combo those, especially if I know the fight is going to be a little bit longer. Now in this case, since this fight here can be on the shorter side, then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to run it. Instead, I'm going to run the 1,000 hooves, and I'm going to run the chivalry here, and you'll see why in a second here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my 3 spacing here. So 1 2 3, activate this. go ahead and attack this unit. Now, depending on the defense, he has a 239, and this unit has a 274, right? So if I were to attack with Leon here, 274. So yeah, so I'm gonna attack this unit first, and I'm gonna hit him with the 1,000 hooves here. Hopefully this kills. If it doesn't, no big deal. All right, so it did kill. I've been working on my Leon a lot more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to 3 space here. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to 3 space here. And then I'm going to have my Liana get away from these assassins as far as possible. That's probably not even far enough, but should be fine here. Then I'm going to have my Leon move again here. Excuse me, guys. And then I'm going to have my Leon go ahead and truck this blue here. Now he should be able to take him down because he still has his chivalry still is up right now. So that's something that's really clutch too. And then I'm going to move him away from that green unit here. And there we go. Now I could have moved Leon in front here to take these assassins on, but since I know that he'll take a mass amount of damage there, I'm not going to do that. Now before I go ahead and move my Lana here, I am going to go ahead and get Shelf here and activate the Princess Alliance fusion power here. Yep. Okay. So adorable. Anyways, so let's go here, and then we're gonna get our Lana here to truck down this guy here. Probably should have moved 1 step closer. Yeah, I'm gonna rewind that and move 1 step closer there, just so her witches can get involved too, because I know they do more damage the closer I mean, the more they do, the mass amount of damage when she's at 100% HP. See, that made the world of a difference right there, guys. That's what I'm telling you. That rewind time thing is like so clutch. So let's go ahead and activate that just to give her the defense buff there. Move around here. I'm trying to get away from the assassins. Hit this guy with lightning. It's probably not going to kill, most likely. No, there's no way in hell it kills. But still a good amount of damage, and being able to tank that defense is beautiful too. Of course, these assassins are most likely going to take down Shelfino, like I thought, which is a-okay here. Now, I do not have my act again, but that's fine. So what we're going to do here is I can activate prayer right here, right on my Liana there. I almost called her Lana again. Liana here. And then what can happen is my Leon can move in and sweep this assassin. He'll heal after he does that. And then my Angelina can sweep this green unit here, and she'll heal after she does that too. So that's why prayer comes in clutch here. And if they were weak, like our boy Leon here is, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Activate prayer. He's going to heal up. And then let's go into this little buff that he gets there so you guys can see this. See, restores 20% unit HP each turn. So after he moves, after he attacks this unit, he's going to restore his HP. Now, like I said, guys, I do like to run the his fusion power, just because in this case, look at right here. Now I don't have any buffs active. My stuff are on cooldown, which really sucks. That's why I like to run chivalry and his fusion power, so that way I can consistently have a buff up on him. That is why I do that. I know a lot of people argue the fact, but since I'm running princess faction teams a lot, then that is kind of what I like to do. So should be able to take down this assassin. Yep, the assassin pretty much did nothing there. And then move here, and he's going to heal up thanks to the prayer. And now our Angelina here. I think I might go after the assassin here. Yeah, I'm going to go after the assassin. Oh yeah, he's going to guard anyways. Completely forgot that's what those units do. That's a-okay. Going to heal up there too. Okay, so she did break his attack there due to the I always forget what it's called. Her armor piece. She has a special armor piece. Now, the one problem with our girl Liana here is her mobility is not too great, and her heals does not have range. But that's perfectly fine, because after doing all those turns, my act again is almost up again here. So that's beautiful. Now, I believe here, yep, Angelina still does have the restore 20% unit HP after a turn. So after I attack this guy, even if I don't kill him, that's perfectly fine, because that just means my Angelina is going to heal up. Yeah, so check this out. Yep, she just healed up 20% HP, so it's almost like the enemy did absolutely nothing to me there. which was perfect. Now that is that for that, and let's go ahead and move her here. Now this is going to hurt a lot because there is no fusion power active. Actually, it's not. I forgot her defense is insane. All right, so now look at guys. Now I have act again here. So what I can do is I can activate water control, get the defense buff, move her right there, then go ahead, activate act again, give her another turn while healing her up, by the way, because act again does heal. Oh, and by the way, since she did heal with act again, her talent also procs off a heal since she's nearby an ally. And on top of that, ally. And on top of that, if Angelina had any debuffs on her, she would strip that debuff, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm telling you guys, Liana is a clutch unit. Absolutely clutch. All right, so I'm going to head over into a PvP match here so I can show you guys what she's all about. Alright guys, so we're in an arena real quick. I decided to do the easy one just so I could just do this really quick since the video is already pretty long. And so pretty much what you want, like he has this pillar right here, so it's going to kind of hinder my performance here on what I wanted to do. But I still should be able to do something pretty drastic here. So let's go ahead and get into this match here. So this is my current PvP team. I do like to swap off Angelina sometimes for Elwyn if I'm fighting really strong greens or whatever, but for now this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move my unit here. Now if he did have one of his units right here in this spot right here, then this would be beautiful. Then right here is I would activate black hole and hit the unit there, hitting all these units here, which would be really good. But for now, since he has nobody there, and even if I could move my unit, I can't move my unit right there, unfortunately, at the moment. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move our Lana right here. Then we're going to move Angelina up just a little bit here. Actually, you know what? First, we'll move our other units first. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to move Angelina. Okay. Just so that way she can take advantage of the fusion power here. And then we're going to move Shelf here and activate the Princess Alliance buff here. There we go. And then we're going to do again on our girl Lana here. Now, the reason why I say it's a little bit busted is because if he did have a unit right in this spot, or if this pillar was not here, I would have already hit all of them with black hole. And then on top of that, if I do again on my girl Lana here, excuse me, if I do again on my girl Lana here, then what happens is I can actually hit Blizzard on all of the units here too. So that's why I say it's a little bit busted, just being able to hit two really strong AoEs back to back is a lot. It's a bit much. So what I'm going to do here for defense purposes is I'm going to put my Lana right here and then hit black hole. Now with the black hole, it's going to hit all of them and proc 2 debuffs randomly on the units here. Now look at that. So obviously Sherry didn't take that much damage, so he must have a Sherry built up. He does have the skin, so I'm pretty sure he does. And our boy Leon here didn't take too much damage either, so he has him built up too, which is a-okay. That's perfectly fine with me because it really doesn't matter. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this. I'm going to get my Leon to move in here, and of course I forgot about the whole guard thing. I always forget about that. That's okay. I mean, I just took out the green, so that's fine. There we go, and now he gets his turn. Now what's going to happen is, no matter what happens his turn, I'm going to sweep his units with my Lana there. Right now, I didn't look at the requirements, and it was a 2-turn kill, which would have been even worse for him. Because think about it, guys. If my Lana here was able to hit them with black hole in the beginning, and then use act again and hit with Blizzard in the beginning again, that could almost be an OTK. Because what would happen there is Narm was definitely going to die, and then our boy Grenier was probably going to die too, so it would have been OTK. Or just clean in with Leon, come in there and sweep that unit there, and that would have been OTK. So very, very busted. Partner up Lana with Liana, and you will not regret it 100%. And you could initially almost do the same thing with Leon, except Leon, he reaches in the beginning on one unit, but he has the same problem that our girl Lana has, which is if he reaches for one unit, then what happens is if you move him back, then you have to use act again on him. And then, I mean, if you're running Bernhardt with the fusion power, it works a little bit better, but you just got to be very mindful of his buffs that he's currently rocking with and stuff. And then you can do other things where you can take your time a little bit more, but there's a lot of plays you can do. And if you guys want to see more on the arena and like arena guides and just me wasting all 5 of my arena matches and you just watching how I strategize and stuff like that, go ahead and comment down below and let me know. Besides that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this was a very anticipated one, and I'm sorry for the later upload in the day. But anyways, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Captain BEARDZ. Peace out.